What's up, people? Kind of watching these first few picks and kind of figured those 3 quarterbacks would have been gone. Now, I wasn't, like I said, it wasn't worth trading up for. It's what it is. And we got Tyree Wilson, so got a 6'5", 275-pound frame. Pretty much going to be like a bigger version of Crosby. No, Crosby's only 255, so I might use him as my strong side and then switch Crosby to the weak side so he can get his one-on-ones. But we'll see how everything transitions and plays out. I think with Tyree Wilson, I'll actually be able to play the schematic 3-4, where you have 2 big linebackers on the edge. Hopefully we come back around and we address the interior, because now that is a glaring issue. So hopefully we get that taken care of, and we're still going to need another off-ball linebacker. So I'm not sure if we're going to be able to draft it, trade for it, or maybe pick it up in the undrafted free agency. I don't know. We'll see, but just kind of going based off of what's been happening so far, I'm not mad, because there's not like a lot of first-round grades in this draft. And the fact that we didn't reach, I can say that I'm pleased, At the end of the day, it's going to be what it is, So took someone at 7 that probably could have went higher, so that's a good pick, for what it is. On the other hand, the Eagles are going to be a problem next year, because now they have Jalen Carter and fucking Jordan Davis.
The Green Bay Packers select Lucas Finesse.
Who?
Defensive end, Iowa.
Oh, hell. Packers just flopped their pick.
What do you think? Well, physical, rugged player, and we got to start with the elephant in the room, because one of the critiques has been, hey, this guy didn't start at Iowa. Yeah, why didn't he start? How was he a first-round pick? Well, they always play the older, veteran leaders. Joe, you know that call and all those games.
Well, Packers reaching.
He is their best defensive player, make no mistake about it. Inside, outside, he's got violent hands. You see his power right there working off the edge. They work him on
Packers drafted
back in the run game.
Someone that didn't even start in college. Like, what the fuck? What's wrong with that franchise? Like, it's like they give up. Like, they traded Rodgers for that? Really? You got Gonzalez still out there, ain't he? If I'm the Raiders, I'd trade back up, man. Go get some more defensive pieces before, all the first round grades are gone. Like, that's what I would do. Be like, fuck it, man. We'll give you a future. We'll give you our 2 and a future first. Make it happen. That's what I would do.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw it on 1st down here.
It's going to be Tyree Wilson coming around that edge next year. A little bit faster.
In the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On 2nd and 10.
Did they try to throw to your blind side, bro?
That time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
This year's draft, 120th overall.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
This is going to push those out. So, some of these other teams will bring Baker out.
First carry for and he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for the loss.
Collapse the pocket, baby. Let's go.
Pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there.
Collapse that pocket.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Yeah, I'm going to have him next year, bro. He's going to be in that goal line defense I run. I'm going to be hell.
And it's going to be 4th and long.
Like I said, we didn't reach, so ain't mad.
We talked with them prior to the game. They said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were.
I mean, that's better than us drafting Cleveland Farrell, right? It's like, you got to look at the bright spots on it. You know, it's like, we actually drafted a pass rusher this time. Yeah, we took Tyree Wilson, bro. Like, quarterbacks were going by the Texans right now pretty much won the draft. Like, they got number 2, and then they traded back and got number 3. Like, they went and got their quarterback and their defensive end.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
I'm waiting for that tight end, that tight end from Georgia, bro. Like, I'm wondering if the Raiders trade back up. Like, do something, right? Add something. Yeah. Man, hopefully we can get one of them guys like Hayner from Fresno. He said just get somebody at this point that you can develop. You know, it wasn't going to be the point like drafting a guy in the first round, sit him for a whole year, bro. You don't waste a premium pick on someone that you're going to sit, you know.
Of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on his key down throws.
They'll try and throw for it with Stidham. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep.
Yo, P.I.! Yo, this game, bro, they need to fix that shit. I ain't bring Russ back to this game, I swear. Good throw still on, I can't be mad at you, but that was on the game being broken. Like, dude's literally holding me. But it is what it is, game, bro.
You just sort of go and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited. They'll try and throw for it.
Well, he fucks.
But it's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense.
It's like they're drafting a lot of linemen.
It's almost like a sudden change.
So there's some skill players out there, and you still have receivers on the board. You got the tight end, number 1 tight end hasn't been drafted yet. If I'm the Raiders, you know, like, you got a top 2nd round pick. I mean, come on now, listen, you got to do something now. Get some weapons. Go get a fucking cornerback is what
6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long.
But they got that change of direction and shit, so I gotta be careful.
Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. Right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So one of the things I hate in this game is
he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. They go play action now. Stidham. The open man here, Renfro. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
how many of these plays I'm going to get him out of the zone.
They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They go play action with Stidham.
Gotta go for the ball, Waller.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
Gonna be better with the click-ons on this game, too.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on.
Tricked your ass. Thought you were going to run verticals on me? I make adjustments, bitch. Yes, there's that. There we go. Got him out of the zone. Stop spamming YouTube plays, bro. I know how to counter that shit.
And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense, everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Did the Jets draft yet?
From Nathaniel Hackett being the offensive coordinator. They also grabbed Alan Lazard in free agency way before.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's their third drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that second drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they would envision.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but they're going to work on a game plan over the next one. Don't get away from it too soon. They get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. On 1st down, Purdy.
That's the pocket, baby.
Got him. Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Goes into the slot. He grabs good flowers. What are you going to sauce? DJ Reed, what are you doing in the front?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Purdy.
Ah!
Well, there's another reception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row. He's got to start taking way back there.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing here, Purdy.
Pressure.
He's going to go down. They sack it back at the 42.
You said there's a margin between what's been selected and what's left on the board.
Now San Francisco are going to call their second timeout. So as they take it out.
There you go. Play smart.
Quarterback next year. So there's Woody Johnson on the left in his trademark Jets baseball cap.
So on 4th down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away.
Coach is on the phone with somebody with people clapping in the room. And they made a pick in the phrase. That's the universal symbol of we've made the pick. That's the
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards.
inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that.
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And they'll get him down past the 15. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's first and 10 on the 16-yard line.
I think, isn't he still on the board?
Still from the shotgun. Right side going to be caught by Ward. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender.
Oh yeah, Nolan Smith still on the board. A tight end from Georgia still on the board.
So second and 4 from the 22. From the gun, it's Stidham. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Trying to run forward with Jacobs. And he'll be very close to a first down. I see the closed fist of the referee. And that means 4th down. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning.
The rest of it was just my inner monologue in the last month of the season that I won't share with anybody here because this is a family audience. So,
they go with Jacobs. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Decided to go through it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, your stage of the game. You're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
2 minutes in to pick 16 on a level night to wrap up the first of this first round.
Out of the gun, still.
In Kansas City.
And that'll be incomplete.
Like somebody had just been moved behind it first down and welcome to the receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
But the law didn't just change colors. Here we go. It's not LED.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now it's Stidham.
Bro.
Incomplete pass. Stop the clock here with just under a minute to play. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
I know they got the first down, but granted, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, you may got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right? Field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end any kick.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up.
Bro, that dude sound like he still got cancer. No, I'm not trying to joke. I'm just saying.
This is 3rd down. Again, Stidham. Back to Renfro again. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time with a catch and run. And this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again.
This is a fit.
Stidham first down in the red zone. Swing Jacobs.
239.
Final play of the half, it's Stidham.
Oh, good. Way to finish that.
As time expires in the first half, and the Raiders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. So they say no to the field goal try late in the half, and it winds up really paying off as they score on the final play.
Yeah, a little bit of a gamble, but they had some foresight as well because they knew they were going to get the ball to start the third quarter. So they thought to themselves, if we score here, we can double up on back-to-back drives. These guys the second half.
That shit, Stidham. What's Stidham over here doing? Backflip and he fell down.
And 2 more for good measure. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
He was a junior in high school. That's why he was a good player and underdeveloped. But once he got to Iowa State, he got better every single year. The production continued to go up every single year. And now he leads the Cyclones as not only program record holder in terms of sacks, but also Big 12 leader in career sacks with 34. A highly productive guy that gets
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis.
East coming to New York.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return.
Curious if Tampa Bay trades Devin White.
Offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, they got the lead. The overall halftime tone was a positive one. What do you think?
Watching sports at Dave & Buster's. I just never imagined I'd be here watching on a 40-foot screen and to do it with my old man in the car.
Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger.
Good power coming only at Dave & Buster's.
They told guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you got to take care of the
Business days are back.
We may have to dial things back a little bit.
There's a throw in the line complete to his running back right
Now is the
side.
time for a free
So
package
5
of
yards here,
personalized
5
advice
on the
and special
play.
offers.
And that will bring up second
With a
down.
free 5G phone. Don't miss out. Get started today with Verizon Business.
To throw instead.
Your Verizon.
Man open is Keelan Cole complete. And he tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. There's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this down here to the 45-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
They've created a nice sustained drive off the plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them defensive the ball.
Now Stidham on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him in the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Adams the man in motion right. Second down, Stidham to throw. He finds his man at the point. It's Jacobs.
Should have been lost this one.
Losing yardage back at the 22. And he's right back to this point. So he's playing up the line on 3rd and 7. Now Stidham off play action. This one is incomplete.
That's a surprising first there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise.
Did Levis get drafted yet? I'm kind of not even paying attention.
Stidham going 4th and 4.
Gotta fit that. I should have pre-formed it. I gotta start doing that more. Let me switch on to the quarterback faster.
And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position he wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Set that edge.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Purdy looking to throw. He's got a man. That's Ayuk. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
For the Commanders, first round selection. With the 16th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Washington
The
Commanders
Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Purdy. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, you think about the comparisons, I really haven't to see
First down, it's Purdy.
On that. You thought you were going to run a stick route concept on my defense? See it too many times. I know how to adjust to that shit.
Those INTs all staying and you throw one in the red zone.
I'm going to take that shit out your offense.
He's 166 pounds, but somebody forgot to tell him because he plays with his hair on fire. Rolling downhill again, an aggressive tackler. He does not mind throwing that weight around.
So you got Joey Porter Jr., bro. Like, maybe we can get him in the 2nd round. That would be a good pickup for that defense.
This guy is light. Make no mistake about it. He is a war daddy with a ton of production. 6 pick sixes during his time in college.
Yeah, 14 interceptions. That's what I kept hearing. Everybody just loved his ball skills. It's like, hey, listen, he's around the football. He creates plays for your defense. He was a high-level baseball player, by the way, as a kid. Probably could have played baseball in college, but he excels in multiple different coverages. He can play man. He can play
Sports coverage in the National Football League is on the air.
Why is Gonzalez dropping, bro? Like, we're on like 17. Patriots probably going to take Gonzalez. They're going to get Gilmore 2.0. It's just a safe pick that Patriots would kind of take, right?
Fields this way up at the 17.
Is it really allow the Steelers to take a player that the Jets wanted? I mean, that's kind of what they call a win-win for New England. And so New England then drops down to 17, and they will announce their first round selection of this year's draft now. With the 17th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the New England Patriots select Christian Gonzalez.
I kind of figured that.
Oregon.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. It's not the start that he was looking for. It's going to be Madden drop behind.
This is a nice pick for the Patriots.
That was just an easy pick for the Patriots. I mean, I seen that one coming. It's like, bro, why is he dropping?
He's late in the draft order, some extra picks and still getting a top 10 caliber player.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Yeah, that's the key because remember who they had left Marcus Jones last year, Jack Jones last year. Both of them did nice things for them.
Right side of it's complete to
Dumbass. I got a goal line personnel out there, bro. Them fuckers are going to hit you. You try to get cute with your offense. All I need is someone to get hit in coverage, bro. Diablo with a hit. Bah.
For the offense, they're not too happy about it, but for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points. But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's
Just driving that stuff.
They wasted no time showing how aggressive they're going to be in this game. They get the quick score, and then they go for 2 CDs.
I'm still looking for them receivers to come off the board, man. Receivers, tight ends. Will the Raiders trade back up?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
I'm trying to be too cute, bro. I told you about being cute. Put your ass down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got bodies over there. What up? Okay, I got an adjustment for that. The receiver that runs the route is going to be running the cross.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later.
Like how Next Gen shows the play, so you know who you can adjust to stop for what. In the current gen, they want to show you shit. It's good for like RPOs. It teach you how you make a different adjustment. He runs that again. It's a pick 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Melissa Stark has the latest New England Patriots.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
To those who wait.
The decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
What does this mean to you?
Well, it means everything. I'm super excited for this opportunity. I can't wait to get out there and just go to work.
Okay, show us what's inside the jacket. I know you told me about it on the red carpet. Tell us the significance.
Colombian. It just means everything. Putting on for everybody back in Colombia. I love that they're able to look up to me.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Yes, man, thank you.
Kurt Warner, you have the floor, sir.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the
Go when they hit me hard. Go, hit me hard to get it. Come on. Turn that aggressive hit on. Come on, hit me hard. Go when you hit me hard. Keep on.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
While the Lions continue to run over their second first-round pick of the half.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs.
What happened when you hit me hard, bro? Defense get fatigued. I'm going to keep you on the field. You might want to call timeout. Jacobs about to wear you down.
Big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Jacobs about to wear that defense down. Let's go. They'll call timeout. So I'm going for 2. You don't want me to go for 2 with a tired defense. Come on. I'm at home too. I got increased stamina. Let's go. We better call timeout. Think about that. As long as I get the reps in, bro, you gonna get tired, not me. I see those linebackers huffing and puffing already. Did what you had to do, Jacobs.
And no more. Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that. Ran his keys.
From the most advanced technology to the broadest, most reliable network of sales and service dealers, we need
How would you describe Chipotle food?
I say real because we
Yep, they're tired, bro. They can't tackle. Told you I was gonna wear your ass out.
They'll try and throw forward with Stidham.
Yeah, I'm getting the tackle battle animation now. Them boys tired.
As they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Here's Jacobs.
Ooh, he's still trying to hit me hard? You must ain't learned your lesson.
A tight one, 8-7.
I want to take that shit off aggressive.
On EA Sports.
Thousands of families affected by disasters urgently need support. You can help the American Red Cross provide help and hope for families when they need it most. Please, donate today to Red Cross.
You can't play the pass when you're trying to shoot a gap. It don't work like that.
Go to redcross.org/NFL today. Your support is critical. We can't do it without you.
Why are you running away from the run? He ran away from the run. He thought I was going to pass it again. Users are so predictable. Told you I was going to go for 2. You should have called a timeout, bro. You got 3 of them for a reason. You better save them for your defense, because them boys are going to get wore the fuck out.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive. He's got it! Complete! And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown.
I'm going to press his ass.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of 20.
Let's get another link.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll fake the give to Sanders. Now Hurts.
Way to hold him right.
Is incomplete.
And now a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Surprise, I'm sitting there waiting on you.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Hurts to throw.
Oh, if I can just give me a linebacker that can jump, bro. I used to have one. I used to have Java, and Java could pick that off.
And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Well, on that connection, it looked
Don't
like
get cute, bro.
had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there.
Oh, come on, 4-3. I put you right there. You need to jump that.
They know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done.
Don't worry, I'm going to have someone tall enough next year to do that. Tyree Wilson. You're going to see what he can do.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
You better be ready to call a timeout, sir. Because once I start, bro, I don't stop.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin.
You caught a timeout before I even called a play. We in his head, fellas. Yeah, you wasted one of them.
Like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the 1st half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams are trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now bring the tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, Jacobs. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Play action. It's Stidham. Looking deep for Adams.
Bro, you got to catch that, bro.
Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th
Stop with the nonsense.
Stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
4th down, here's Stidham.
You know, Stidham, what the
And
fuck?
it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
I was there. It wouldn't let me switch off to it.
All the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it...
Not again. Now I expect the game to start tripping. It's predictable. Yep, I can't even fucking, bro.
They'll run with Sanders. And he goes backwards on this one.
Madden, y'all gotta fix your shit, bro.
That's going to go as a loss of run on 1st down.
I should be able to make my defensive assignments.
Pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete. And that's good.
How do you do that next time?
Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts.
No, it's not.
A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
You're trying to run an RPO glitch. I can defend that. Just gotta swap the assignment.
And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
It's hitting me hard, bro.
Get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there? Just hard to go for it on 4th down.
That's too easy.
To me, what about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like a catch.
Yep, they tired. Got Renfro beating him to the sideline with his little 86 speed.
They've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They'll send the tight end in motion. They will run the draw with Jacobs.
Yep, they can't tackle. They tired. Go ahead, use mine.
Game, 2nd and 2. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And the tight end goes in motion left. They go play action now. Stidham. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
That's too easy.
Two catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders are an extra point away from moving out in front in the first.
What I need, I just Stidham, man. Take the shot, make the throw.
Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
Hit him with a play action real quick.
Right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Try it again.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half.
Gotta make adjustments, bro.
Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. He's going deep.
He blanketed it.
And that will be incomplete.
You wonder how I did that, ain't you? You thought he was going to be open, didn't you?
Brings up 4th down. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down.
Fellas, y'all watching, man. Play my defense. It's the only way to make people punt. Almost. Just break one more. Free momentum, though. I like that. Free momentum.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Well, here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. If I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Stidham now to throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
They will go for it. Stidham eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
It is.
Not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It was Isaac Rochelle there to make the play defensively.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They get this to Smith.
Oh, I had a hit stick. I should have fucking tore his ass up.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith.
I was trying to light him up like a firecracker. That's my fault.
And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Good damn big boy.
Spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1, Stidham. Give him 7 on the tuck and run.
Get him with the rinky dink. He want to sit in that cover 1. He's going to give him that quarterback run. You got no one defending the quarterback.
Efficiency.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Playing overrated bullshit their defense out.
2nd and 9.
Make them bite on the play action.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And the defense closes quickly there. And we'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. Now it's Stidham.
I'm not going to cover Devontae.
Slant connects with Devontae Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down.
I mean, he's only the best receiver in the game.
A couple of first downs on the drive already. As they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Here's Stidham.
Not going to cover Waller.
Waller taking it in over the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Can't user everybody, bro. I'm going to pick on your user. Show me where he's at. You want to user someone with a low change of direction? Fine, you're going to get picked on.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close.
Oh, I want to see. Show me your user.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Stidham to throw.
Oh, you screened your own guy. Fucking awesome. Screened your own guy. What kind of defense are you playing?
25 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Oh, come on, Moody. Don't push him into me. It was a touchdown.
To their 1-point lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will
Ain't no uh-oh. You have the fucking Eagles, the highest rated team in the game, and you're struggling against a positionless fucking Raiders team. Ain't got no skill players anywhere really other than Max. No, but it's showing me that you suck because you're struggling against them.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on.
I set the edge, bitch. You're not running on me.
And a touchdown on this drive will more than put them in position.
Give that up.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here.
Collapse that pocket. You sure you want to stay under center?
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. They'll take this to the other side of midfield.
I'm good.
Going out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
On 1st down, Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I'm good, bro.
These guys are running
I'm getting those contacts, those pressures, and rattle your quarterback.
They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
It doesn't bother me.
34 now. Here's 1st and 10.
The fuck I look like?
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Able to get this
Set the edge, my guy. We set the edge. You're not running.
Decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
It's sad. You only got 4 yards rushing.
They know what they have to do. They've got to stop the run and get the ball back.
I think the only people who aren't in the box right now in defense are you and me. I mean, that's about it. And it's the right strategy because they've got to have the football. They can't allow them to have any type of runs and continue to pile up 1st downs and run down the clock.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock, in a tight 1-point game.
I'm feeling all right, Mr. Payne. I'm feeling all right, bro. We didn't reach. As long as we didn't reach, I'm happy.
3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Hurts. And this is caught. It's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down. They needed 4. He does.
I'm good, bro.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
You're the one sitting here relying on the clock, not me. I don't need to call a timeout.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, They're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Second down, back to Sanders.
I needed you to score. That's what I needed.
Touchdown, and in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know.
Where you going?
That's how you get it done, because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The difference between me and you is I live in these situations. I'm used to it.
And take it.
We make a play, we make a play. We don't, we don't. It doesn't bother me. You have a whole Eagles team and you're struggling.
Offense ready to start this next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive. They watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now Stidham. Connecting with Renfro, and he's going to be taken down here. That's short of a first down as he gets about 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Stidham. Pass complete, it's Adams. And they will get the conversion on third down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
In motion goes the tight end. Throwing now is Stidham. He's going to let it fly. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
Make that stuff like it doesn't bother me though.
And he takes this one back into the end zone.
It doesn't bother me, bro. You had the Eagles, you struggled. I used the 62 overall quarterback. Maybe we draft as a quarterback this year that can make them throws, man, because it was there. Slightly off, and they ain't even got the full replay of it because I had the route. But whatever. Like I said, I ain't mad, bro. We're going to have... The scheme is going to come together because, if you think about it, my defense will be changed. We're still going to be running a 3-4. I'm aware of that now. But we'll actually be able to run it the way it needs to be, you know? Like I said, dude was struggling. I could have probably made a couple of changes on that RPO play. I don't know what playbook it's in, so I don't really have time to lab it. So when I see it, I try to lab it on the fly. But I know if I had a third and a hard flat, I just needed to swap the third and the hard flat assignment. So I could have put the slot corner in the outside third and played the hard flat with the outside corner, and then just kind of played the run fit on the backside. You know, it's just, you know, like I said, you get your reps, you can kind of understand a little bit. And that's the benefit of the goal line, is being able to put that slot corner in outside cornerback adjustments, so you're not going to get that too much. But when you're dealing with the RPO, if you can, use those abilities, you can definitely get some picks with them. That's another reason why I like the goal line. It's just, like I said, they're still missing pieces. There's a lot that I want that I can't have. But if you think about it, next year the Raiders D-line is going to have some guys that can get after the quarterback. We got who that guy is. They're big guys too. Like they're big and fast. Trying to think, that guy that we got from the 49ers. Let me kind of look at it now. Chandler Jones might not be used as much because of this. Because, you get a first-round pick, you want to use them, right? But at the same time, you're paying Chandler, so we'll see how it plays out. I think he's listed as a linebacker. No, there he is. So we'll have Jordan Willis. He's 6'4", 270. Then we'll have the rookie that we drafted. He's 6'5", 275. Then you're going to have Crosby, who's 6'5", 255. So you can kind of just look at this and see exactly how you want that D-line to look. Just off of those three, I can tell you right now that Kuntz is probably going to get traded or he's gone. He probably won't make the cut. I'm just seeing how they're constructing the roster. Kuntz is gone. I'm just calling it like I see it. Kuntz is probably going to be gone. They're probably going to, draft a off-ball linebacker. I don't know who their linebackers are right now. And, just looking at what they have, I'm not really impressed by it. I haven't been looking at the draft. I need to go back and turn the thing back on because somebody reported the stream, as usual. Fucking typical people will be like, it's an illegal stream. Motherfucker, you're watching it. So, they probably finished the draft. I don't even know. But we'll see. But, like I said, I'm not mad. Tyree Wilson, he could be. Baltimore got Zay Flowers.
He will fill that role, and he'll get a chance to learn from OBJ, too. Or even though he's been injured, OBJ is one of the premier route runners we have in this league. So, the Ravens do go wide receiver.
Why would they get a wide receiver?
That mega deal. Take it away, Melissa.
This is one exciting.
If they're just going to run with their quarterback.
Member of the Baltimore
That dude's small.
That sounds great. That sounds excellent. I'm ready to get to work.
That dude's small as fuck.
Let's go get some wins.
Big things happening in Baltimore. Of course, the news a couple hours ago about Lamar Jackson. You got
Yo, how tall is this Zay Flowers dude, bro? He's small as fuck. The chick's smaller than him.
Anytime I touch the ball, I feel like I can score. And I can do everything from intermediate, long, short, whatever you need me to do, I'm going to do it.
No, this guy, bro, I feel sorry for him.
He can do it all. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That was not a good pick, bro. Dude's small as fuck.
Player comparison presented by Ram Trucks and
Trying to compare him to Steve Smith, I don't know.
I had the same comp for him, and we didn't even talk about it because it's not hard to watch it on tape.
You can pull all the tape like you want, man. He was in the ACC, bro.
Just a general, I'm going to take the football.
Man, you can't compare him to Steve Smith, man. That's overhyped.
Technicians running their routes and finishing strong. And boy, how perfect is that? To get the photo, that's got to be during the.
And they're the same height.
Zay Flowers, guess what? You are Steve Smith clone, a Steve Smith clone. Now you got a chance to prove it in Baltimore where Steve.
Yeah, I missed the last few picks, man. Who'd everybody else pick?
He said that Zay was not a great route runner when he first got to Boston College, but he worked that
What am I gonna see? I'm gonna leave that on, and then I'm gonna go look at the draft and see who's available.
Pretty unique at the college level. And I will say this last thing about Zay. 11 with 14 kids, Rich. Yeah. So that's going to have some tenacity baked in there. It's exactly right. Like Leo Chanel
It's the live draft.
And he's a very loyal kid, too. He had a chance to make a lot of money in NIL and chose to stay at Boston College.
All right, let's see where we're at.
3.5 minutes to go on their 24
First,
in the green room built by
got Stroud second.
Will Levis, and he seems to be standing up and maybe
Levis not gonna get drafted, bro. He's falling.
Vikings draft room right now. showing.
You don't take Levis in the first. He's not a first round. I had him as a third round pick.
And it appears
you don't reach on him.
The phone right now to someone and matching things up. That's not Will Levis who on the phone. There's a lot of Hendon Hooker talk right here as well. That said, I mean the Vikings. It's not.
How you gonna be invited to the draft, and then someone that is invited get drafted before you, bro?
Quarterback right here.
That's gonna suck.
We talked about them as being one of those teams in the wide receiver run.
I mean, but you can watch the tape, man. Will Levis wasn't that guy, bro. You don't take something like that.
Second round, yeah. But to me, Addison's a first-round player, and Hyatt's right in that mix as well. Jackson Smith and Jigba, Quentin Johnston, and Zay Flowers just went back as the first wide receivers off the board. There's a run on them, 20 through 22 of those picks. And in last year's first-round picks, 10 through 12 were Garrett Wilson, Olave, and then Jamison Williams. So they went back to back, a little bit of a run, and we'll see if we get a fourth one in a row right now.
Yeah, let me ask this real quick. DJ, with a Vikings team that last year were 31st in pass defense, they won so many games in the in the fourth quarter, won them late, but the defense really struggled all the way through.
Eagles got him.
No doubt.
Bears draft to fix their line. Tennessee Titans fix their line. Then you get a bunch of running backs off the board. Packers get a backup defensive end. Like, bro, what the fuck? Steelers get a lineman.
That's why Baltimore, like Minnesota,
first line, but real off coverage linebacker goes to the Jets. Commanders get a cornerback. Patriots get the best one available. Lions get another linebacker. Bucks got Cansey. Cansey might be fucking who that guy was. Warren Sapp 2.0.
They like interchangeable parts, guys that can play inside and outside. Think about guys like.
I was kind of hoping we could have got Cansey, bro.
That's what Kevin O'Connell wants, and I think
Seattle Seahawks gets a receiver.
I know he's only 173 pounds. If he was
Los Angeles Chargers, they reached on Quentin Johnson, that TCU receiver. Ravens got that receiver. So now we're in Minnesota Vikings, Jaguars, Giants, and Cowboys, and Buffalo Bills, and
I just there was a couple of teams that didn't have a first round selection that I know really coveted Jordan Addison.
Man, if I'm on the second round and I got a top pick, I'm trading up, bro. There's a couple of guys worth trading up for. You got Joey Porter Jr., which would be a solid pickup, and then you got fucking I don't know if there's any interior pass rushers that are good. The only guys that I had, they're gone.
Yeah, like a game show. Who was the right behind it?
So you got to get Porter.
Was it Chicago? I can't remember who it was.
Please do not pick fucking Will Levis. If I'm the Raiders, I do not pick Will Levis, even if he's there in round 2. There's no way.
We've never heard that answer.
I'm not picking Will Levis.
Can we go to the judges for a ruling, please?
I think it was the Ravens who ran up and did that.
I picked Stetson Bennett before Will Levis. I picked someone that knows how to win.
The Jaguars, then the Giants are on the clock.
Will Levis is more worried about how he throws the ball, how much power he can throw it with, than trying to win and throw with touch.
Weekend win on the road that led to Daniel Jones hitting it big this non-playing season in the free agency period.
If the Vikings don't take Jordan Addison here, do the Giants run up to the podium and grab Jordan Addison to try and continue to help out Daniel Jones?
Yeah, they wanted to get faster.
I mean, I'm just wondering, is this one of those moves where
Levis to the Saints? I mean, you could see Levis to the Saints.
It's happening. Yeah, it is.
That would make sense.
Coming to the podium with the Vikings pick.
Because they don't have a QB2, and Carr is not the long-term deal.
With the 23rd pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Minnesota Vikings select Jordan Addison, Wide receiver, UFC.
So Jordan Addison goes to the Vikings. So Vikings are going to have a good wide receiver combo, Jefferson and Addison. But he's small, though. 173. 5'11", 173. And then he's not real fast either. 4'49".
And here comes Jordan Addison from USC coming out of the draft room inside Union Station.
Man, these guys are small. I guess the league changing. You know, they're getting all these small guys. I don't see any Z receivers yet.
That's an interesting one. You want to opine on that as we're seeing Addison come to the stage? Well, with the Giants, I mean, you could go in a lot of different directions. I had them pegged at corner. You think about Brian Branch, who could be a versatile nickel for them.
I mean, I need the Raiders to trade up and get that. I'm surprised that tight end still on the board from Georgia.
First of all, style-wise, Justin Jefferson and him, they're going to get along just great. He'll be fine. That is something. He brought his A-game with this one. Glasses, suit, the whole deal. But to me, if you watched him hit, and then at SC, it looks like he played two different roles. He was over the top and hit. At SC, he did a lot of work underneath. I think that shows how complete he is. Very different offenses. Obviously, Lincoln Riley used him in a lot of different ways, including having him in the back. Like at UCLA, and some really creative motions and movement. What I loved about Jordan Addison, though, is what the coaching staff told me at USC, which was that he just came in and
You don't want no receivers from this draft.
they've got a little bravado. They think, hey, I've arrived. You need me. That didn't happen at USC. Yeah, you see my comp there at the bottom with Calvin Ridley.
You can't comp him with Calvin Ridley, bro. That motherfucker's like 173, bro. Like all these small-ass receivers. Like, this dude's like 100 pounds. Dude, my right leg weighs more than him.
Watch the subtlety of the route running. See the head turn right here? Gets the corner to take the cheese, and then you get up the sideline. The man with the towel was flying, by the way, on the sideline. Nice. He attacks leverage. He understands coverage.
I ain't worried about.
I think he's incredibly smart. And then
I'm not worried about the Vikings. The only team next year that's probably going to be good based off who they pick, Eagles. I don't think anybody plays with the Texans, regardless if they got Stroud and Anderson. I just don't see him as a popular team.
You are joining Justin Jefferson. Are you guys going to be the best duo in the league?
For sure, no doubt. Let's do it. Let's go get paid.
What can Vikings fans...
Did the dude just say, let's go get paid? Why does he have glasses on and it's dark?
Score all night. We scoring all night.
We scoring, bro. He don't even know what to say. The hat doesn't even fit him. He's like a kid.
fantastic.
I mean, I ain't gonna hate on these dudes. I mean, they gonna be making money, but Jesus.
Just made the pick, and now Jacksonville's on the clock. The Giants pick when we come back.
Want to know the secret ingredients running my business? Sure.
I'm trying to see where these quarterbacks are gonna get drafted at.
Wasn't cutting it. That's not good for baking, for judging, or writing. So we switched to Verizon, the network businesses rely on. With Verizon Business Unlimited 5G, truly unlimited data and unlimited hotspot data. So no matter what, I'm running this kitchen.
Make the switch. It's your business.
And who y'all think them Giants gonna pick? Giants gonna get Will Levis. somebody late need to get him, I guess. But I mean, like I said, there's only so many real first round picks in this draft, you know, and I think most of them are gone. But there's some potentials that I'm surprised no tight ends have went yet. Raiders need to go either get a tight end, because we got 12 picks, got 11 more picks. Get the fucking tight end.
They have awesome rates on coverage.
Because you got 2 free agent tight ends, so they're not long-term deals, I don't think. So you can go ahead and draft you one that's going to be there for like 5-6 years.
The military community and their families. We all look something.
Assuming there's going to be good ones. The D-line, most of the good D-linemen are gone. So I don't see us.
But here's the thing.
Here they go, reporting the fucking chat again.
You'll always find what you're looking.
Back out and go back in there. That's wild, bro. This draft is weird. Like at the end of the day, like the Texans got who they wanted at number 2. Then they traded up and got the number 3. And I was like, it was at that point that they traded was the minute I knew like the Raiders were they weren't going to trade up, bro. I was like, well, just stand where you are, take the best player available, and they did that this year. So I can't be mad at them, but at the same time, a lot of players that we needed, they didn't fall to us. So. For the second round. So I was like, man, if you wanted to get that second guy you needed, you were going to have to trade up to get him. And that's pretty much what's going to happen is second round. You got some people still there, like Porter is still there. And you also got that tight end, but you got to try to find, you got that safety from Alabama. I think he's still there. So there's options. If anything, I might take that safety from Alabama. I mean, let's be realistic here. That's another area that we need. I don't know. I'm just trying to see how this thing finishes out, and then I'll probably play another game. I know this is a little bit later than what I normally play, but like next year we're gonna have some decent. You're gonna have Jordan Willis. How many reps did Tyree Wilson have? That way I can get a good look. Tyree Wilson bench press reps. So Mozzie Smith. How many did he do? We can get Mozzie Smith. He's still on the board. That's who I have on my franchise team. I got the Mozzie Smith dude. I don't want to see that. I want to see the report. I don't want to. He did 23 reps, something 48. Tyree Wilson, arm length, he's got good reps. Taco Charlton. Chandler Jones is his top match. Trying to see what's his 40 time. He probably won't have one because he had a fractured foot injury. He didn't run the 40 because he had a fractured foot. And I'd say like a 4.82 plus or minus. They say injury a concern. I just hope he stay healthy, bro. Like that would be my only concern is if this guy like he gets on the field and gets hurt. That would suck. Like that would I wouldn't necessarily say he would be a bust, but that would suck. You draft someone and they get hurt. But I'm not saying it happened before. Like the Texans, they got that Alabama receiver that got cancer or something. Meacham. And basically his rookie year will be this year because he had to sit out last year. I missed it last.
Michael, you're used to this. The best way to see the world is to experience it. With travel grades and private events from Chase Sapphire Reserve. Chase, make what's yours.
Who's Deontay Banks?
We've been creating it for more than 100 years, putting the most advanced technology into people's hands, generation after generation, tool after tool, again and again.
So Jory Porter's still there, man. Surprised he they were saying he was gonna go in like before 20. Here we are at 25.
To benefit St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Visit runrichrun.pledgeit.org to donate. Then tune in to the 2023 NFL Draft on NFL Network to see Rich run.
That's pretty much what I'm watching now to make sure Levis doesn't get drafted in the first round, and if he does, who's dumb enough to do that?
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff. Like making sure you're
Like some of these teams didn't do very good. Like they're reaching for like linemen were reached for. So some teams aren't going to have a very good draft grade come Saturday, unless they fix it on day 2.
To go. The Buffalo Bills
7 picks.
They traded off 2 spots, jumped to the Cowboys. We'll find out why. But for the moment, Ian Rappaport.
They think someone was about to take the Cowboys.
Just a couple spots, but it's important to note as who they jumped over. The Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys do not, as of well, have a starting tight end. Everyone in the world.
They're gonna take that tight end from fucking Georgia.
The Bills think the same thing, and is that why they leap to the Cowboys?
All right, Ian, appreciate that. Daniel? If this league allows Dalton Kincaid to go play with Josh Allen, it's probably going to get what it deserves. I can't believe he's still available. Great line, man. Great line. I hear you. He's my 9th overall player, best tight end in this draft, and he's still there, and I know they have Knox. But as Ian said, why would you be in a rush to get over the Cowboys? You were going to go tight end. Yeah. Meanwhile, Jacksonville, which is going to pick after Dallas, moving down twice, got a 4, 5, and 7 in the draft. They got a 4th rounder, and a 5th rounder, and a 7th rounder for just moving down a few spots. So Jacksonville's moving around the draft board, and New York moved up to take a Banks.
Yeah, Branch and Darnell Washington from Georgia. The Raiders need to get Darnell Washington, bro.
Maybe this is the moment for this. With the way things have gone tonight, don't forget a more versatile tight end, better on his feet, comes into play as well. Because nowadays you want the guy downfield, you come into play and leap with Michael Mayer. All those things are in consideration.
All right, so here comes the commissioner of the NFL with a 25th overall pick.
Bro, it's like this draft, bro. Like, this is the longest draft I ever watched.
Eagles and then.
Am I tripping, or is that?
First night of the first ever draft.
Because it's like dark over there in Kansas City.
The Jacksonville Jaguars have traded the 25th pick to the Buffalo Bills. With the 25th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select Dalton Kincaid, tight end, Utah.
Well, the league's about to get what they deserve, as you just said, Daniel. You've been warned, league. Is that what you're saying?
And look, and we've mentioned it. We'll mention it one more time. We're here in Kansas
Oh,
City.
someone got mad.
Mahomes, and I believe there's a Mahomes doctrine we're seeing right now, which is forget trying to stop. You're not going to stop him. Just get his.
Someone got mad. Let me find out the owner of that stream was a Cowboy fan. It's like gonna be Jason Witten 2.0. know Washington's there. Raiders need to fucking trade up and get him, bro. Like, do something. Like, don't just stop there, bro. You got 12 picks. Move up. Get someone else before you just be picking a bunch of randoms. Like, get a name. Did Nolan Smith get picked up? Nolan, whatever, that motherfucking edge rusher. He's an edge, though. We don't need another edge.
I know you're a fan of Kincaid as well. Very much so, DJ. And, you were talking about the wide receivers.
I don't know. We could pick him up because, I mean, Kuntz is probably his time's numbered now because we got way too many guys.
Receivers went up in front of them, but now you just add a tight end that can play in that slot and work the middle of the field for a guy like Josh Allen. I thought Cole Beasley a couple years ago made this offense more dynamic as that.
I hate opening the YouTube version because people be reporting and shit. I mean, it's a reliable app. I get to watch anything, but end of the day, you don't have salty people be mad because it'd be like their team isn't winning. They want to report the stream and like, bro, it's not that serious, right? You gotta wait. Sometimes the stream come back up quick, but it's like right now, it's like, bro, I'm trying to see who's getting picked next, and then I'm trying to other one that doesn't do YouTube, and it'll be fucking up sometimes. Like sometimes it work fine.
I don't think it was 96, DJ.
Here we go.
I think that 97, a little low. I think it was 108 in that game.
All right, let's see what the Cowboys do, bro.
On the clock, and we might have our charter removed if we spend more time on another team than the Dallas Cowboys when they're on the clock. I mean, every second is precious when it's the Dallas Cowboys in the conversation, as you know.
Understandable, but the guy they really wanted was just taken, Rich.
Well, I mean, it's another one out there, though. Let's say it's not as if the tight end cupboard is bare.
That's true.
Do you believe that is the option here for them?
And I keep going back to best available. I've got Nolan Smith sticking out like a sore thumb. And one of the comparisons with Nolan Smith.
Bro, if the Cowboys get Nolan,
guys that ran in the 4-3s, freak athletes that you can walk around, you can use them as a blitzer off the edge, you can play off the ball, you can use them in games and run stunts with them. So, I mean, shoot, they already got Micah Parsons. I think you look at tight end, Mayer makes sense.
bro, if the Cowboys get Nolan, bro, that'll be fucking insane.
And there's Will Levis still in there too, right? I mean, obviously that's not for
Cowboys should get Will Levis.
Will Levis, it's pick 26 in the first round, and he is in danger of slipping out of the first round. And the only thing I would counsel him is, if he is thinking about that, is Jalen Hurts was a second round pick, and everything worked out for him too. But somebody could come in and get a fifth round of contractual control on him, and we've reached that portion of the evening for him or Hendon Hooker.
Listen, we're in Kansas City.
Hendon Hooker's better than Will Levis.
Remember him slipping out of the first round? Well, going to the top of the second, Jacksonville. Ends up working out well for him. There's also a barefoot quarterback who plays for the Jets who had to endure a little bit of a slide, and things worked out well for him. Seemed to work out okay. So guys can make it happen.
It does look like the Cowboys are talking to somebody right now, or passing the phone around, or having some form of a speakerphone conversation.
I know they signed Gilmore at corner. The corner there, Gilmore, Trayvon Diggs. Gilmore signed to,
Bro, if they sign Porter.
Long term. We've still got Joey Porter sitting out there. Yep. Brian Branch, we always talk about the Cowboys never take a safety. Brian Branch isn't technically a safety. We just keep treating him that way. Because he would have been perfect for the Giants to step into Julian Love's old position before Julian went to Seattle. Brian Branch is a heck of a football player who can maneuver around and put in a lot of different spots.
I start to just think about the division guys, and the Eagles are sitting there, and they're not going anywhere. In particular, getting, as you pointed out, your most talented player in the draft overall, Jalen Carter, tonight at number 9. So, Dallas has got to be thinking to themselves, like, we need to do something that's going to move the needle in our own division.
It's interesting, though, when you look at
the difference between an AFC roster build right now and an NFC roster build. All the quarterbacks, the majority of them are stacked over in the AFC, and you're seeing all these playoff teams in the AFC in the 20s. Offense. It's a different brand of football in the NFC right now.
It's like the old NBA and ABA. Handshakes all around at the start, and back slapping and general hoopla within the draft room of the Dallas Cowboys. I don't know why Nolan Smith keeps jumping out at me too right here too, right? Just put him on that defensive line as well. There's a lot of terrific players for the Dallas Cowboys.
Might help you run down Jalen Hurts. Get a couple of guys out there that can run. They were not good against the run last year in Dallas. 22nd in the league.
And the Dallas Cowboys, as we all know, it appears they have moved on from Zeke. They have Tony Pollard coming back from injury there. CeeDee Lamb, 5th year.
Hold on. It should be freezing. Like, the volume be working, but sometimes the screen freeze. I'm like, bro, y'all need to get y'all shit together.
5th year option got picked up. That's no shocker, clearly.
I think it's too early to go third running back with Dak Charbonnet. You know, he's kind of a bigger Zeke, but this is not that selection. I think there were 2 first-round running backs. I agree.
We thought if Gibbs got down here, that was a strong possibility to go with Pollard. I think Charbonnet's tomorrow.
Or if Bijan would have slipped, maybe Dallas would have got impressive and went up and got him.
The Jaguars are now on the clock for the 3rd time in this first round. They were on the clock. Giants moved up a spot to take Deonte Banks, and then the Bills noticed the Cowboys were right there, and all the tight ends were available for them, and they jumped the line for the Cowboys to get Dalton Kincaid, and we assumed they would have snagged Dalton there, but what was the plan B for Dallas? We're about to find out that pick as Jacksonville begins its 3rd deliberation of the night. Bengals, Saints, Eagles, and then Chiefs will wrap up this night. Here comes the commissioner of the NFL with the pick of the Dallas Cowboys here in Kansas City. Coming up on the stage, there he is. As promised, the Cowboys pick.
With the 26th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Mozzie Smith, defensive tackle, Michigan.
They took a Michigan man off the board. Mozzie Smith, wow. Head to Dallas.
Yeah, they got a little bit bigger. I talked about them struggling a little bit against the run, and when you are in that division with the Philadelphia Eagles, who love to run the rock with their physical offensive line and a quarterback you have to account for, this gives them a little something different than what they have. Odigizua is a great player, but he plays up the field. This is the guy that's going to do all the dirty work, CD and Mozzie Smith.
Why do they keep reporting the stream? Fuck. Someone mad. It's like, bro, stop. I'm trying to see who. Any of y'all still watching this shit just to make sure Will Levis doesn't get kicked in the first round? Not that I hate the guy, but like the hype surrounding him being a first was like uncalled for. Like, dude, like you could watch the games, bro. He was not like that dude, you know. At the end of the day,
East next year, the Jacksonville Jaguars are on the clock. They're mulling over their pick. We'll get that pick when we come back to Kansas City.
I got a heart like a truck. It's been drugged through the mud. Runs on dreams and gasoline, and that old highway.
Need a tight end. You got
When you drive a Ram,
Darnell Washington, Joey
this is Fast Twitch, a new energy drink from Gatorade.
Like, what is this guy? Like, I don't think we have people to
I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off.
200 milligrams of caffeine, electrolytes, and zero sugar.
Bro, the Eagles fuck around and come back and get fucking no one goal.
Start fast with Fast Twitch, a new energy drink from Gatorade. We all have something we love. A passion. Could be our job. Travel. Sports. It could be anything. But here's the thing. If you follow it, wherever it takes you, you'll always find what you're looking for.
I was born here, I'm from here, and I'll never leave here. I'm a New York hotel. Yeah, I'm tall. 563 feet and 2 inches. I'm on top of the world. I'm looking for someone who needs a weekend in the city, who likes being in the middle of it all. You hungry? I know a place. And a few others nearby. It's the city that never sleeps. But hey, if you need a last-minute spot, I've got you covered. Let's link up at Hotels.com.
Trade up before you lose
NFL Plus brings you the draft like never before with exclusive content.
That's what I dreamed about. It's finally time.
Plus expert analysis.
He can do it all.
And behind-the-scenes access all off-season.
Just trying to build that consistency.
NFL Plus. Get it all for $4.99 this off-season.
Rise and shine with GMFB.
That was fun to watch.
Oh, I love football. Get your morning started with football, friends, and a whole lot of fun. Boom, it clicked.
See you tomorrow, fam.
Good Morning Football. Tomorrow at 7 on NFL Network.
The NFL Draft Concert Series presented by Bud Light starts tonight, right after the first round, as Fall Out Boy takes the stage. The performance will be streamed in full on NFL.com/Draft Concert Series and live on NFL Facebook and YouTube. I guess that's an unfortunate name for a draft at the very end of the first round. So this is Fall Out Boy. They don't, at any rate, let's talk about those who are about to be picked or have been picked. Jacksonville's finally picked somebody. They once again came into this draft after a remarkable finish to their season to win their division, come back on the Chargers in legendary fashion, and then give the Chiefs a game in the divisional playoff series, divisional playoff weekend. Jacksonville then traded down a spot so the Giants could trade up, and then traded down 2 spots so the Bills could hop the Cowboys. And who do you think they're going to go get right now?
Well, I had Horn listed as them. For them, I thought that Brian Branch would make some sense potentially. Somebody who's versatile. They need a nickel. He's plug and play as a nickel. Didn't run as fast as you would have hoped, but he's a darn good football player.
Well, you look at, we talked about it already. You mentioned it. All these AFC teams, they're going offense, right? They're trying to do everything they can to compete with Patrick Mahomes. He opened the draft tonight with the Lombardi Trophy, and it seems like he's just been hovering over the draft because everyone's trying to go and get him. Maybe they go offense, CD?
I think that they do, but remember, they played a little bit different division in the AFC. They played a physical division. Tennessee, Indianapolis, Houston, all people want to run the football and control the line of scrimmage. Obviously different than Mahomes chasing him, but in their own division, people they have big people that they like to look at up front.
With the 27th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Anton Harrison, tackle, Oklahoma.
Guys, the news that came out on Cam Robinson, potentially maybe there's a suspension looming there. You get Anton Harrison, he's coming off an injury as well. And just lost Juwan Taylor. Yes, exactly. So you go to the tackle, you got to continue to invest and keep your quarterback right. This is a big athletic guy. I thought he would go on day 2. A little bit surprised he got up here to the bottom of round 1, but there's a lot of raw ability to work with here. I love the way he's able to steal and finish. You see right there, put him on the ground, get him on the back. working up to the second level very quick, climbing up to that second level. Joel, I know you saw this guy.
Yeah, heavy RPO system, you know, and he's a guy that can get after it. I like his athleticism a lot, and he was fairly reliably started all but one game over the last couple of seasons at left tackle for Oklahoma. And for me, he's a guy that really rocketed up boards in the last couple of days. There wasn't a lot of chatter about Anton Harrison, and then you would start to talk to some decision makers over the last 3 days, and he was mentioned here late in the first round. So he's gotten a lot of that buzz late here, Rich, and now obviously selected. And the Jags, like you said, CD, physical division, they went down low. And listen, if you're going to protect Trevor Lawrence, that's probably a good idea as well.
And we keep the string alive of all the AFC playoff teams going offense.
There you go.
CD.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. Everything that we've talked about there. I thought Harrison was a candidate late. I thought Kansas City at 31 because of maybe they want to fill their right tackle spot. Andrew Wiley gone at this point. But it makes so much sense here. If you want one, you better go get it. Remember Dwayne Brown years ago? A lot of people thought he was going to second or third round. Houston traded back in and got him, and he became a stalwart.
And when you know that you like a player that you think league value might be a little lower, that allows you to trade back as many times as they did.
And last thing on all the trading back, they got to the playoffs ahead of schedule. So think of the trading back and the draft capital they're accumulating to continue to build a football team
so
where
far,
they're not fooling themselves in their building. They haven't arrived just because they made the playoffs. They made the playoffs because of an epic collapse by Tennessee last year.
Well, the Bengals, who have played in the AFC Championship game in this town in the last 2 years, they didn't spend very long on it.
That's getting annoying now. Like, y'all need to stop getting mad when your team done drafted. Let other people watch. Let's see. Normally I'd be asleep right now, but you know, I gotta stay up on the draft night. Probably pop me a soda here in a minute, just like have some caffeine so I can watch it.
So the pick is in for the Cincinnati Bengals, who, as we all have seen here in Kansas City, have got quite the rivalry brewing with the Kansas City Chiefs. Joe Burrow is going to get paid in this offseason. We already saw Lamar hit the jackpot today, a week after Jalen Hurts did.
They got to put some pressure on the quarterback as well. You know, they could definitely go offense. There's no doubt. But I wouldn't be totally shocked if they were putting some pressure on the quarterback. I'm thinking about Mahomes right here.
You want to add to Hubbard, you want to add to Henderson, right?
Well, just saying. I mean, Nolan Smith is out there.
Yep. Here's the commissioner.
He flies.
With the 28th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Cincinnati Bengals select Myles Murphy, defensive end, Clemson.
Well, there is a man who can pressure. It's Myles Murphy out of Clemson.
Yeah, they get more size here with Myles Murphy than they would with Nolan Smith. This is somebody coming out of Clemson that is really, really talented. I think there's more there than what we've even seen thus far. He's got a great long arm move. Just needs to continue to develop the rest of his repertoire. But he's got a lot in his body. I think he's just tapping the surface of what he can eventually become. And I think they're betting even on more upside here. You see that inside arm? He can jolt you with that inside arm with pure power. See him again coming off. That is his move right there. He's going to need to continue to add more to that mix. He's got that long arm down, no question. Another example of it here. Puts a second move on top of it and swipes the arm down. But that's been his go-to time and time again. The effort is outstanding. Foot in the ground, shakes laterally. He plays hard to whistle every single down.
Trey Hendrickson, Sam Hubbard, Joseph Asai. But the big piece there is Marion Hobby, the defensive line coach. One of the better defensive line coaches in the league. He can bring that more out of Myles Murphy, which is one of the reasons I think they drafted him.
Number 7 overall recruit in his class, so he's talented. You're exactly right. The production didn't quite match up with that recruitment, but it's still there. He could develop into a really great player.
3 more picks to go. The New Orleans Saints are on the clock for the first time tonight, and then the teams who played in the final game of the year, otherwise known as the Super Bowl, will finish up the night that started with tears and is ending shortly.
Lowe's knows
knows the most powerful tool in your toolbox is an app that saves you time and money. That's why we got an app that lets you build an instant quote, reorder your favorites, and track your MVPs and pro rewards. It works hard so you can stay on the job, get it done, and move on to the next. You got this, and we got you.
Rumor has it you're considering a trade to leave the booth for the boss.
Listen, Nikki, I'm always looking for the best opportunity to watch, but I'm just focused on getting the next round. Beers. Yeah.
Get a power card with an entree only at Dave & Buster's.
Verizon Small Business Days are back. April 27th through May 3rd. Now is the time for a free tech check, personalized advice, and special offers. Like a free 5G phone. Don't miss out. Get started today with Verizon Business. It's your business. It's your Verizon.
The future is here. We've been creating it for more than 100 years. From the most technology to the broadest, most reliable network of sales and service dealers, we lead. Others follow.
Now this is an upgrade. And away we go.
Who y'all think this thing's gonna draft? Oh shit, fucking stream. I don't know, I might upgrade and buy some K. I really don't want to. Or find me an app that has like every fucking football game or something. Or, you know, the main channels. It's all I really want is the NFL Network.
Them boys, you got more burgers than rings. The Raiders are going to run this drop.
Hot take, Joe. Not as hot as our next pick.
Our season's on the clock.
Our future's on the clock.
Our legacy is on the clock.
NFL draft, Detroit Lions, Las Vegas Steelers.
They taking forever to make their picks.
Some great storylines. A rivalry game just the way we like it.
All eyes on the quarterback. The true revenge game.
Let's go! Sweeps the man, and it is caught.
If you're a fan of football, this is the day.
Welcome back to Kansas City. A couple minutes left on the clock for the Saints and then the Eagles. The Chiefs will wrap up our night. Ian?
Which with the Saints coming up, it really is the last, as far as I can tell, viable spot for a quarterback. Will Levis is still in the green room, and talk about the Saints. They actually hosted Hendon Hooker on an official top 30 visit. Potentially, that would be in play here too. So we are actually seeing a scenario where Hooker could go before Levis. He started dropbacks. His ACL is healing well. Should be ready for the start of the season. Could we get a quarterback to end the night here?
All right. Greatly appreciated. Ian right there. The handshakes all around in the New Orleans draft room. And, I mean, I kind of, over the years of the draft, always enjoy seeing the genesis of a pick. Like, why is New Orleans picking 29th overall? This pick belonged to San Francisco, as we all know, lost in the NFC Championship. This was the first round pick that they sent to Miami for the right to move up a couple years ago to get Trey Lance. And Miami took the one and flipped it to Denver to acquire Bradley Chubb. And Denver flipped it to New Orleans to sign Sean Payton as their new head coach. And that's why the Saints are on the clock right now.
Rich, this is why every year you're brilliant at this, and you essentially do Schoolhouse Rock with draft picks.
I do.
Right?
I'm just
where it all started, take us through, and how I got there.
I'm just looking up words and phrases and draft picks. That's all I'm doing.
Watching you guys have such a moment while listening to Salt and Pepper just feels right. I'm just telling you that right now.
Yes, indeed. Roger Goodell with the Saints draft choice.
With the 29th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Brian Brzee, defensive tackle, Clemson.
All right, so we're going in back-to-back Clemson picks. And they're all wearing Ella Strong shirts in memory of Brian's sister who passed away. So a nice
everybody's just getting
Brzee
linemen now.
family to send Brian to
They're literally going to let Nolan
put the
Smith
fleur-de-lis
fall
on the
to
side of his helmet. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm excited for him after all that him and his family have been through, and he's going to a team that really needed some help against the run and also want to try and take the football away. See on the bottom there, he's battled injuries as well as this awful situation with his sister passing away. But this guy, when he's healthy, you go back to when he's younger, you can really see it. But he can penetrate. He can get on the other side of the line of scrimmage. His testing numbers were outstanding. He ran a 4.86 with a lot of size and strength to go with it. You see his ability here again, create some knockback, create some punch there with his hands. Really, really quick. Not only with his feet, with his hands. When he's healthy, when he's who he can be, he's a top 15 type player. We just haven't got a chance to see that very often over the last couple of years.
He was the number one overall over Bryce Young, by the way, in that class. And CD, I mean, he was the best player on that team as a true freshman. And Dabo would tell you that, and he did.
And his teammates told you,
his teammates told you, right? I mean, right off out of the gate as a true freshman.
It's like, bro, what's going on with y'all, man? It's like 2 picks left. Just let it ride out. Bro, like there's still like a couple good players on the board, man. Raiders just need to trade up and go get one. Like seriously. I mean, that's what the Texans did. They traded up. They were like, fuck this shit. We gonna get my 2 guys in the first round. I'm playing that shit like they playing Madden, bro. Trade up and get back the next pick. I ain't seen too many trades after like the top
tonight. They
Philly's back on the
10 and moved up one spot.
They're gonna get Nolan. Why?
A mammoth
Nolan or Porter.
Georgia Bulldog who dropped to them and Jalen Carter, 9th off of the board. And consensus maybe amongst you guys, best player in the draft, if not for other things. Is it possible Nolan Smith just dropped
it's unbelievable,
to the Philadelphia Eagles, who have Nakobe Dean from last year's Georgia Bulldog National Championship team, and then they'll take Jalen Carter and Nolan Smith from this year's Georgia Bulldog National Championship team? Is that literally what's playing out in this draft?
And you thought he possibly
I gave him to him at 10. I thought they would take Nolan Smith at 10. Never in my wildest dreams I think he would be here with their second first-round pick.
So what you're telling me is what they need to do is they need to bring Kirby up. Because, on practice in Georgia, Kirby is on the mic, on the PA for the entire practice, just giving the team the business. So just hey, Philly, bring Kirby Smart up, give him the microphone during practice. Because it's basically the 2021 Georgia Bulldogs just unleashed.
Well, I want to find out if they don't go with Nolan Smith. I need Ian. I'm giving Ian homework, and let's figure out what the heck is going on here, because he should be gone by now. And I talked about Dalton Kincaid in the league somehow allowing him to get to Josh Allen. Are really just going to gift wrap Nolan Smith with the 30th pick? Are you kidding me?
Any chance they go with the Bama safety, Brian Branch?
I like Brian Branch. This is a pass rusher.
Smith.
This is a nickel versus a pass rusher. That's
and you have no injury. Remember,
that's what I'm like. Am I missing something? Is he hurt?
Remember Nakobe Dean? We had the shoulder thing they kicked in. Well, he ended up dropping to the 3rd round. He had to peck, but have we heard that that's disqualified?
I mean, yeah, that's
you look healthy at the combine. When I watched him run a 4.39, you look pretty healthy there.
I think they're going to get Nolan Smith here at 30 after getting Jalen Carter at 9.
Wild. I'm sorry, that's
and
wild.
Jordan Davis at 13 last year, moving up from 15 and getting Nakobe Dean in the 3rd round last year.
Beside himself.
And this is the team that kept keeping Jalen Hurts happy and then bringing back, A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith and Jason Kelsey's back. And
my
get out of here.
For Nolan Smith.
Look how happy they are.
It's Hassan Reddick. That's my comp. They know exactly what to do with Nolan Smith. They already have Nolan Smith. They've got Hassan Reddick.
Is there any way Philadelphia and Georgia scrimmage in the spring? I mean, is that what we're going to have going on?
Oh, man. I'll tell you, Howie Roseman's talking to somebody. And there's Jeff Lurie.
I can't tell if they've added to the coaching staff or if they've got security. But that is a packed room right there.
Yeah, there is.
They are suited and booted.
Are those Eagles issued suits in the back there? Like everybody in the same suit?
I guess so.
When you go to the Super Bowl, the room gets a little bit larger.
Yeah, it does.
My goodness.
My thing is, look at everybody standing up, but then Jeffrey sitting down with just a big smile on his face right there.
Yeah.
That's a happy owner.
Hey, when you own the team and everyone else is standing, you sit. You got it.
All right, Sirianni's getting on the phone now. Howie just passed it off.
If this is the pick, it feels so much like what Baltimore used to do, where you would sit there in the
Bro, I am sick and tired of these streams getting cut. But like I said, you just gotta work it. You just gotta find another one.
How does that happen? If this does happen, this is their version of Muhammad Ali, rope-a-dope, and George Foreman. Just hanging out, everybody do their thing, and at the end of it, they stand victorious with a big-time player that we all thought could have gone in the top 10. We'll see how it plays out.
Yep. Well, the pick is in, and they just put the Chiefs on the clock here. That's what the cheer was about.
I'm like literally dumbfounded that they're going to end up with, if they end up with Jalen Carter and Nolan Smith.
But you're dumbfounded two ways, because if they don't take Nolan Smith,
then you're double dumbfounded. Double dumbfounded.
You go Dumbledore dumbfounded.
Yes.
Good. So we're going to get the penultimate pick of tonight's draft.
They're making us work for this one, too. Speaking of, like trying to go after Mahomes, they're doing the same thing, right? I mean, they were right there, guys.
Look, they won't say it. I don't think they say it publicly, but it was a little slippery field.
You're going there.
Just saying.
This is Kansas City, sir.
I know.
They rolled out the red carpet.
You already told them I called the Charger games. You're trying to get me hurt on the way back to the car.
Well, I mean, it's your resume. I mean, it's
CD. We're in a different car, right?
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. Our car's fine.
Okay, good.
Look, DJ, they turned the walls green again. Look at that.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
I like the multicolored pens that you just push the color down. That's what we got here.
Check out the fountain. How'd they do? Did you get green on the fountain?
You can make a strong argument. Eagles have the best roster in football, and if they come away with Jalen Carter and Nolan Smith, they will have had the best first round of anybody in this draft.
Guys, they brought. Remember, we thought, okay, maybe Slay wasn't going to come back.
I'm sure that
Bradbury was. They got them all back.
The Texans might push back too about getting Stroud and Will Anderson back to back, but it's still
they're not doing that to a great roster.
That is correct. They didn't make the Super Bowl last year. They're picked second overall.
Joining me on stage now are some very special guests, content creators who you know from YouTube, Dude Perfect, and Jason, and Travis's mom, Donna Kelsey.
Which I love it on Kansas City
Playing in a game on TV at the same time.
Right.
Okay, Travis is there, Jason's there. How in the world do you decide which game that you're going to watch?
Man, I don't know. That's really tough. I don't know. It's just tough to choose.
We had a feeling that would be the case, so we cooked up something a little bit special for you to help you break the tie. Here's the deal. We've got a custom coin with Travis and the Chiefs on one side and Jason and the Eagles on the other. If your boys are playing at the same time, all you have to do is flip it and it takes the decision out of your hands. Should we try it? Let's try it. It's Travis and the Chiefs!
Oh my God, bro, that's just
Good news.
was
With NFL
dumb.
Sunday Ticket on YouTube and YouTube TV, you don't have to make that decision. You can watch both boys at the same time.
Great.
You ready to do this?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see who's going to be joining Jason
That was
for
very
the Philadelphia Eagles.
The Eagles.
With the 30th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Nolan Smith, linebacker, Georgia.
Bro,
I mean,
The Birds!
just put hedges up in the Lincoln Financial. They should just put hedges up and. You see what the Bulldogs did the last 2 years? The
Eagles are not going to be fun to play next year.
The draft just keeps falling to them. Nolan Smith just went 30th overall after Jalen Carter went 9th.
I worked for him. Maybe I should know this, but are we sure this isn't Howie's birthday? I mean, unbelievable. It's hard to find guys that are this explosive. I looked at my notes. It just says juice, exclamation point everywhere. The comp is Hassan Reddick, who is now his teammate with the Philadelphia Eagles. Elite quickness, change of direction, and speed. He's undersized, but he plays much bigger than that. He can win right away with quickness, and then once he clears the tackle, like Hassan Reddick, he's able to turn the corner.
Probably better than Hassan Reddick. He's faster.
He plays absolutely relentless.
Hassan Reddick with like
each and every
10 more
time he was
speed.
out there, if he had been healthy, guys, and played a full season,
Eagles just got
there's no
juiced up,
chance
bro.
we're talking about him at this point in time in the draft. Watch him chase down Bryce Young and just suck up that space so quickly. Jalen Carter, and now he brings his teammate Nolan Smith on the same flight to Philly. You got to be kidding me.
By the way, who was the one that was helping Jalen Carter during that pro day when he was struggling over in the corner, trying to get him up as a leader? It was Nolan Smith. This was the vocal leader of that defense, the alpha, the Will Anderson of that defense. And now you pair him with all those teammates. Unbelievable.
There you go. That's what I mean. You're going to just bring the hedges to Philadelphia.
There you go. Kobe Dean, George.
They should, have a new mascot. Get a bulldog, right? Just get a dog.
So they're getting a brand new bulldog to start this season. University.
Might as well call him the Philadelphia
Get a
Bulldog,
second
right?
puppy and send him to Philly.
I'd be shocked if they didn't get if Nolan Smith looked.
This is a wild ass draft, bro. Like, y'all let motherfuckers fall. I was expecting more trades. Raiders didn't trade up. Like, bro. Like, they really just stood pat. Like, that's the only thing I'm worried about with the Raiders is I think they're just going to be too safe. You know, like what they did with their pick. You know, they didn't trade up because they didn't want nobody. Now there's no good quarterbacks. I mean, you got Hayner sitting there. You know, but is he a second-round grade? You know, you got Hooker still there. Will Levis is not going to get picked in the first round, so he just flew out of Kansas City for nothing.
And made an unbelievable job being able to continue to secure up front. This team is built on winning in the trenches. They add 2 more huge pieces on the defensive side. I mean, you look around the NFC, and we knew that the Eagles were going to be tough coming back off the Super Bowl last year, but man, they have to be the big-time favorites to go ahead and repeat to the Super Bowl from the NFC side. 11 years ago in Radio City Music Hall, the 20.
Hold up, man. I don't know why this thing be tripping like this. Like, it'll be the sound that'll work.
That is Andy Reid, by the way, on the foreground on the left, in case anybody didn't know. In his traditional Hawaiian shirt. Look at that's a Draft City flex right there. Bring out the trophies. And we'll see what Brett Veach and the rest of the crew there are cooking up. And at this point in time, there's Brett Veach on the right, all the Chiefs fans. I'm sure the chop, we'll have the chop coming soon to finish up the first night of the first ever draft here in Kansas City. I'm being told, what's the number of folks who came here tonight? 125,000 is the attendance this evening.
I don't think they counted them all. I think they missed.
There's a lot of good picks on there, bro.
That's why I call
it Darnell Washington.
Draft stock right here.
This is the night that Nashville looks back and goes, that's what it was like our night. We're finally being threatened that way.
They had 600,000 there throughout the weekend. Yeah.
So we're going to get
Nashville was lit, man.
I just hope they don't get Darnell.
It was a wonderful spot. This is just
the Chiefs always
this setup is amazing with the train station animation that's behind the draft set, that's framed by the skyline behind it, and then all the folks on the grass in between our set and the World War I Memorial and Museum. The pictures have been amazing. Well done, Steve Bym and the rest of our crew. It's been amazing this evening. And we got another night tomorrow night.
No doubt.
Second and third round. And it looks like Will Levis will be available because Kansas City is selected. We're assuming they're not choosing a quarterback.
DJ, do you think they even took any calls? Because at 31, right, that's the pick. Go back and get the quarterback, get the fifth-year option. I know it's a little different here, Kansas City picking at home, but you think they even entertained any calls?
Well, I told Brett Beach the other day on the phone, I said, you can't trade out.
You can't get out.
You got to pick. And he said, everybody always says, we've been fortunate to pick towards the bottom of the first round a lot. Right. Everybody always says, people are going to trade in. He's like, you'd be surprised. We don't hardly ever get any opportunities to trade out. And I said, well, you're not going to take one this year.
You're not doing it this year.
Well, it's the Steelers with the catbird seat picked. They have the first pick tomorrow night. And, everybody then evaluates their draft board and thinks about it overnight. Then they have all day to make calls tomorrow. That pick, the Steelers pick first tomorrow night because the Bears flipped them a second-round pick for Chase Claypool last year. And that pick turns out to be the first one on night 2,
which is 32. It's in a normal year.
So
round pick.
And then for a brief moment, Arizona was picking back-to-back to kick off tomorrow night as well after Houston sent them a draft choice at the very top of tonight. If you're just joining us, a shocker to start. Not the fact that Bryce Young went first or C.J. Stroud then went, because that's what we thought was going to happen all along until the last couple of weeks with a lot of conversation about what the Texans' intentions were. But then the Texans moved up from 12 to 3. Of all the trade partners we've been talking about for Arizona to entertain, it wound up being Houston. We always thought it might be somebody to move up for a quarterback. Instead, it was Arizona moving out so Houston could come up and choose back-to-back. They got C.J. Stroud and Will Anderson. And then Anthony Richardson went 4th overall. And now here we are, as I mentioned. Here you can hear the chop. If they can only stop the Michael Jackson cover band for a split moment, we'd hear it.
Hey, can they just get them to the bridge and just call it? You got to wait for the big people to walk out. But how much fun is this that everyone gets a chance to luxuriate in their city with the Lombardi Trophy here, entertaining this draft?
Well, the Chiefs have also proven last year that you'd rather stay here for day 3 for the 7th round picks too, because that can be pretty influential as well.
Yeah, some running back or something came through, right?
I've seen quite a few Pacheco jerseys out here around this
What
fountain.
do they pick?
And then, again, the Pacheco aspect of it, while we're just
They might draft the line
waiting for the final pick.
I think all the good
Pacheco was a
linemen
7th round selection who led the Chiefs in rushing and scored a touchdown in the Super Bowl, which led to a lot of people to wonder how will the running backs be evaluated in this year's draft in a copycat league. And we saw
I think they get a cornerback, bro.
in the first 12 picks, first dozen picks. So, Bijan Robinson went to Atlanta, and then we saw Jahmyr Gibbs go to the Lions, 12th overall. So, at any rate, the Chiefs fans are doing the chop. We're about to send it to the stage to wrap up the first night of the first draft ever held in Kansas City. It's been a fun night so far. We got a whole night tomorrow night, a whole day on Saturday. But let's send things now to the stage for the pick of the host city.
To announce the Kansas City Chiefs selection, please welcome Chairman and CEO of your Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs, Clark Hunt.
How about it, Kansas City? With the 31st pick of the 2023 NFL Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs select Felix Enrique Uzama, defensive end, Kansas State.
Oh, wow.
Stone Street's got to be going nuts right now.
Wherever he is.
from Manhattan, Kansas to Kansas City, Missouri. Not too far.
Then again, that's what the Chiefs do, bro. Like, they can draft anybody and be right. That's just how it is. So now they got 2 young edge rushers. The guy they got last year,
All right, when you flip on the tape, then Adike Uzama, Matthew Judon was my comp. I also had Frank Clark written down as well. A rugged defensive end who really will do the dirty work against the run to earn the opportunities to rush the passer. He's had production each and every year that he's been at Kansas State. He has a great feel once he gets to that high side, the top of his run. He should really find the quarterback, locate him, and finish.
With them other 11 picks, there's a lot of fucking needs we need.
He just never stops working.
We need corner, lineman,
for half a man. We talk about being able to fry that shoulder.
every receiver here.
He can do it. The effort in chase is outstanding. And he has had to fight for his right to get to the quarterback, and he's done it quite well.
So there he is, homecoming kid. Listen, he was a light high school player, 215 pounds, had to originally basically walk on, kind of a blue shirt mentality where he walks on, develops himself into what would become the defensive player of the year last year in the Big 12. He had 20 sacks in the last couple of years, and my favorite part is talking to the coaching staff, guys, because he not only fought for his right to party, but they said he was a relentless walk-on mentality worker in the weight room and transformed himself into a first-round draft selection. Did you get that, CD? Did you get all that?
Bro, Phil Levis
In all
didn't get
addition to
picked.
all of those things, what he means to this Kansas City Chiefs team.
Oh, man.
Mahomes, the specter of Mahomes.
Glad, but then, I'm kind of upset because I'm thinking the Raiders might be coming up to pick them.
Lead, like Peyton Manning. Add him to George
Please do not
Karlaftis.
pick
Add him to
Do
recently
not
got
pick
Charles
him unless it's like
Omenihu.
a 5th or 6th
Add him
round.
now to Michael Dana. They need that extra guy rushing the passer.
I've got to fight for my right to bring Kurt Warner into this conversation.
How's he doing?
Kurt, if you can hear me, you've got the floor.
And I can't even hear you guys. It is a touch loud inside here, but I got a chance to watch this young man play on a lot of Saturday afternoons in Manhattan, Kansas with my son playing on the other side. And it was fun to watch him take over a number of games. Teams get into passing situations. This is a...
All right, so I'm just going to give my little quick review after I've seen who everybody drafted. Personally, it was the Texans, but the Eagles won the draft, bro. I'm not going to lie, bro. They get Jalen Carter. And then fucking somehow, some way, fucking Nolan Smith slips all the way to 30, so that's going to be a fucking problem. You're going to see a lot of Eagles on Madden 24. You can go on here first. It's going to be hell. You're not running outside. Then number 2, I would say, draft-wise, the Texans, they did good. You got Stroud, and then you go get you an edge rusher, Will Anderson. He's pretty solid. Other than that, there wasn't too many high grades I could give anybody, you could say the Chiefs did good because, like they said, you picking 31, everything's a luxury for the Chiefs at this point because they draft good and they manage their cap space good. That's one thing I'll say about the Chiefs. So, they may not get the flashiest player, but they're going to get a guy that's going to come in and he's going to contribute. Okay, so I'm a little worried about that pick. Can't really say Raiders nailed it. Raiders played safe with their pick. It was expected. They didn't trade up. They didn't do anything aggressive. They still got their 11 picks, so who knows? Maybe tomorrow they trade up if they need to, if they feel, or they just sit where they're at, and maybe they trust their scouts. I'm not sure if I trust their scouts I don't know if they have the same scouts that they've been having, Because if we have the same scouts that they've been having, then we probably won't have a very good draft. I'm just going to be honest. Unless they start getting rid of the guys that were from the previous regime. And like I said, like, we need to get a corner. We need a quarterback. We need a safety. Hell, I'll take Branch, bro. If we can get Branch, fuck it, you know? I'll take the safety because that's just another area of need. And then you can go back to free agency and see what's available there. But that's just round one, man. We'll see how the rest of the draft plays out, fellas. I'm going to get me some sleep, man. We're going to think about it, and then when I get off work tomorrow, we'll talk about it.